Yeah, Candida. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Irene. Good to have you in here. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to have you guys here. I'm going to be talking about candidiasis today. It seems to be an health ailment that most people, have challenges dealing with. How is our day going? Trust our day is going fine. If you can hear me, please just tap the @ sign just to be sure that I am loud and clear and everyone can hear me. Please just tap the @ sign if you can hear what I'm saying, if I'm loud and clear. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about Candida overgrowth syndrome. Candida overgrowth syndrome. Good morning. Good afternoon, Adepeju. Sorry, it's afternoon already. I'm going to be talking about Candida overgrowth syndrome. This is also known as Candidiasis or Candida, popularly known as Candida. It is a fungi infection, like a yeast infection, that occurs in the mouth, intestinal tract, vagina, and sometimes, if not taken care of on time, it affects the mucous membrane, which is why you would have sinusitis as a symptom of candidiasis. So like I said, it is a yeast infection that occurs commonly in the mouth, intestinal tract, the vagina, and the mucous membrane. Now, Candida in itself is not bad. Yes, it is not bad because it is a fungus that aids the absorption of nutrients and digestion in the body. However, when it is overproduced in the body, that is when we have the Candida overgrowth syndrome. We have the Candida overgrowth syndrome, and this is the term that most of us call Candida. This is the term that most of us call Candida. Now, Candida overgrowth happens or occurs in the body when the pH balance in the body is upset, like it's not balanced, something is wrong with the pH balance in the body. Now, this is what gives rise to, excess Candida being produced in the body, and then when it is too much, you have the Candidiasis, as it were. Now, for people that have Candida, most of them would develop new sensitivities or allergies, or some will even develop new intolerance to dairy. To dairy, that's your regular dairy product. Yes, this is as a result, of candidiasis in the body. Now, what are the causes? What are the causes of Candida in the body? Now, a lot of times, our regular pills, as it were, they can cause candidiasis in the body. Now, this is one of the causes of candidiasis, using antibiotic pills. Yes, our regular antibiotic pills, when it is overused, your body develops an antibiotic resistance, such that our body develop antibiotic resistance, such that the antibiotics that you are taking, your body is no longer responding to it. Now, candidiasis is a very, very tough infection that doesn't respond to the normal antibiotics that we take I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So when you take in too much antibiotics in the body, what it does is that in the process of killing the bacteria, the bad bacteria in the body, when it is overused, it also now kills the good bacteria in the body, and literally literally leaves our bodies as a breeding ground for candidiasis to occur. So taking too much antibiotics is very, very bad for the body. That's our regular antibiotic pills is not good for the body, because in the process of killing the bad bacteria in the body, it also eventually starts killing the good bacteria that are supposed to aid our digestive system and also help in absorbing nutrients into the body. Now, birth control pills, not birth control pills on their own, but birth control pills used when you are also on a high sugar diet. When you're on a high sugar diet and you are taking birth control pills, it can cause an overproduction of candida in the body. Now, another cause of candidiasis is oral corticosteroids. Oral corticosteroid, this is an oral inhalant used mostly by asthmatic patients. Corticosteroid, it is in the oral inhaler that asthmatic patients use. When you use it too much, it also could cause oral candida. That's candidiasis of the mouth. Candidiasis of the mouth. Now, what are the symptoms that come with candidiasis? Now, because these symptoms they also occur in other ailments, so most times most people don't know that they are suffering from candidiasis. So people have diabetes, they just think it's diabetes, but diabetes could be a symptom of candida. Chronic fatigue could be a symptom of candida. Mood disorders, these are symptoms of candidiasis. Then recurring vaginal infection and urinary tract infection, when it reoccurs over and over and over, it could be a symptom of candida overgrowth syndrome. Now, it is good to note at this point that candida can be transmitted sexually. Yes, candida can be transmitted sexually. It doesn't start as a sexually transmitted disease, but if care is not taken, it can be passed from one person to another. So you would need to watch it. You will need to watch, your sexual activities, especially if you are married. You need to deal with this candida overgrowth syndrome, so you don't keep spreading it. Oral thrush. This is a yeast infection of the mouth. Oral thrush is a yeast infection of the mouth. Yes, that leaves your mouth with white particles, your tongue with white particles, as it were. This is also a symptom of candidiasis. Oral thrush is very, very common among asthmatic patients that use the corticosteroid that I mentioned earlier. Now, intestinal distress. Intestinal distress is another symptom of candidiasis. By intestinal distress, I mean regular or persistent bloating, or flatulence, or constipation, or diarrhea. Yes, these are intestinal distresses, and stomach cramps. If it is persistent, if it is reoccurring, yes, it can be a symptom of candida overgrowth syndrome. Another symptom of people that have this health challenge is sinus infection. I'm going to be talking about sinus infection, if not tomorrow, next week on one of our live videos. I'm going to be talking about sinus infection, also known as sinusitis. It's another common symptom that comes with candida overgrowth syndrome. Another symptom that comes with candida is brain fog. By brain fog, I mean you seem to lose focus, you have poor physical coordination, and poor memory. You forget things easily. I call it partial amnesia. Brain fog, that's another symptom of candidiasis. Now, skin and fungal infection is another symptom candidiasis. So for people that are suffering from candida, you could have your toenails and your fingernails. You see them, it's not, you don't feel pain, but you can see that it is infected. The nails are not growing. You're having things that on the foot, on your foot, you would have things looking like you're having athlete foot. Your nails are not growing. You're having white particles. You can see that, the discoloration of the nails, as it were. These symptoms, when you notice these things, there are symptoms that that one could be suffering from candidiasis. Now, what are the treatment, natural remedy? As you all know, I'm all about giving you natural remedies to ailments. I'm a die-hard fan of nature, as it were. So what are the natural stuff that could be taken, to combat this health challenge? Now, there is what we call the Candida liquid cleanse. Candida liquid cleanse as in like cleanser. So it's like you are cleaning your entire system with liquid. This Candida liquid cleanse should not be done more than twice in a week. Now it is very natural, it is very, very organic, as it were. So basically, what do you need? Yes, so Sandra, now so it has to be, if it is not nature, then why am I your online dibia? So what do you do to cleanse your system with a liquid vegetable broth? Liquid vegetable broth. So all you need vegetables, you need onions, you need garlic, you need sea salt, you need kale leaves. Kale leaves. I'm going to type it out. Kale leaves. Yes, babies can do it. Babies eat onions, babies eat garlic, babies above 4 months, above 6 months now. Yes, babies above 6 months you can do this for them. It's very safe. They eat vegetables. It's part of what we encourage everyone to do. Vegetables are very safe. They are safe for anyone, so anybody can take it. So vegetable broth, I mentioned onions, garlic, kale. I'm trying to type it out so that we can use it. Onions, garlic, kale, sea salt, and celery, and pure water. No, by pure water, I don't mean pure water inside sachet. I mean clean water. I mean clean water. So what you do is you boil this together. You boil the vegetable, the onion, the garlic, the celery, and the kale. You add water to them, clean water now. You add clean water, you boil it, and you boil them. Then you allow it to simmer. Then you strain, meaning that you sieve, and then you sip the water, the warm broth. You sip it throughout the day. Like I said earlier, this must not be done more than twice weekly. It should not be done more than 2 times a week. It should not be done more than 2 times a week. So you take it 2 days at a stretch. You just sip the vegetable broth, and it cleanses. What it does is that it cleanses the entire system. So you need to repeat this for a few weeks. To get rid of the candida infection. Now you can also add bentonite clay. Bentonite clay is very, very good at extracting toxins in the body. Very, very good, very, very wonderful for extracting toxins in the body. So you may just want to add a bit of bentonite clay to the broth, to the vegetable broth, and take it in. Another thing is that candida, no, it doesn't purge. It just, like I said, it's just the water that you need. You boil the vegetable broth. That's the items that I listed earlier. You boil them, you strain them. So it is just the water that you need. It is just the water that you need. Keep it warm, sip it warm. That is all. It doesn't purge at all. So another thing you need to do is to boost your immune system, because another reason why Candida overgrows, as it were, why the Candida fungi overproduces in the body, is that the immune system is weak. The immune system is weak, so you would need to boost your immune system. We recently finished a 30-day immune booster challenge. You understand? I don't know if for some of us joined in that program. Is to boost your immune system at least over the next 1 month as you go, on this treatment. You boost your immune system and keep it strong so that your body can fight back. The moment your body cannot fight back, it is weak. The immune system is weak. So it is very, very important to boost your immune system and strengthen it in these times. Also, eating organic food. Eating organic food, if there is any food that you should do away with as a Candida patient, is sugar. Do away with sugar. Candida feeds on sugar. The more you take in refined sugar into your body, the more the fungi has room to breed and cause more damage to your body. The more you take in refined sugar, the more you are giving room for the Candida infection to spread to other parts of your body. So if there's anything you need to stop taking as a Candida patient, it is to stop taking sugar. Sugar is not good for the body. It is not good for the body, especially as a Candida patient. The fungi will always grow and thrive on sugar. Yes, sugar. The fungi will grow and it will thrive on sugar. So it is very, very important to do away with sugar as a Candida patient. Also, like I said, eating more of organic fruit, vegetables, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, very, very good, and carrot. They are very, very, very awesome. Very good. Now, coconut oil. Coconut oil is awesomely superb in dealing with Candida. Yes, my Gigi coconut mama, I'm sure you'll be very excited to hear this. It is very, very good. Very, very good, because Candida is very, very resistant to fungal infection pills. Very, very resistant. It's a very stubborn fungi. So the regular pills will not do the job. They will not do the job. That is why, if you're on this live video and you slid into my DM and you said you've been dealing with Candida and it seems to go and come back, it never really went, and that's because the fungi is a very stubborn one. So the regular pills like your ketoconazole or something conazole, all those conazole things, they will not work for Candida infections. The fungi is too strong for those pills. So yes, it may look like it suppressed it for a while, but it will always come back. However, to use coconut oil with to fight Candida infection, you need to use it alongside with clove. Clove is very, very good. Yes, it's very stubborn thing like that. So to use coconut oil, mix it with clove. A mouthful of coconut oil with clove powder. Mix it together and use it to swish it around your mouth. Swish it in your mouth for about 20 minutes. Do this like 2 times every day. 2 times every day. In addition to what I've mentioned earlier on, do it 2 times every day. This will help in dealing and eradicating the fungi. Now, of course, I will not finish this live video without talking about essential oils that are wonderful for Candida infection. In fact, these essential oils can be added to your broth water, your vegetable broth that I mentioned earlier. Just 2 drops. Clove is a natural spice. We have them for sale. You can slide into my DM to get them. That's if you're interested in them. Lavender oil, myrrh oil, and oregano. These oils are superb in dealing with candidiasis. Lavender oil, myrrh oil, or oregano oil, they are very, very effective in dealing with candidiasis. So like I said earlier on, you can add a drop or 2 into your vegetable broth water that I mentioned earlier, and you can ingest it. Please Do not use more than 2 drops of essential oil per glass cup of water. Essential oils are not to be taken in excessive dosages. Well, I don't know, except if you are buying diluted oils, but if you are buying essential oils from us, please do not use more than 2 drops of essential oils per glass cup of water, and not more than once daily. These essential oils are very potent and they are very powerful. They are very potent and they are very powerful. So 2 drops of lavender oil or myrrh oil or oregano oil in a glass cup of the vegetable broth, just add it to it and take it in once daily. Now, the usage of these essential oils must not span more than 10 days because, like I said, they are undiluted, they are powerful, and they are very, very potent. They are undiluted, they are powerful and very potent. So little is more. Little is more. Little is very, very, very effective. So, like I said, add the essential oils that I mentioned. Let me just type it out. Lavender oil, myrrh oil, or oregano oil. Those are the essential oils. Yes, ma. Not more than 2 drops daily. Not more than 2 drops daily. Not more than 2 drops every day. Daily for 10 days. It must not exceed 10 days. It must not exceed 10 days. Max. I'm sure, in fact, within the space of 10 days, you would have seen visible results. So yes, in addition to the vegetable broth that I mentioned, coconut oil mixed with clove, swish it around your mouth every day for 20 minutes. It's like you're not gargling, you're just swishing it around your mouth. Coconut oil is very good for extracting toxins in the body. It's very good for extracting toxins in the body, and clove oil is very good for dealing with candidiasis. So like I said, sugar is a no-no. Sugar is a no-no. The more you take in sugar, the more you are feeding the candidiasis. The more you take in sugar, the more you are feeding the candidiasis. I'm going to run over the natural treatments again. You have vegetable broth. By vegetable broth, I mean you are boiling water and you are boiling vegetables. You are boiling with onions, with garlic, with celery and kale, with clean water. Allow it to simmer, sieve it, add a drop or 2 of lavender oil or oregano oil or myrrh oil, and add it to your glass of vegetable broth. Sip the vegetable broth throughout the day. Now you don't have to add the essential oils each time you are sipping it. Like I said, once a day is very, very perfect and okay. The essential oils are very potent. They will do their work in the body. Don't stay away from sugar. Use coconut oil with clove to swish around your mouth for 20 minutes every day, so that this will deal with oral thrush. The oral thrush is the one that occurs mostly with asthmatic patients that use a corticosteroid. Yes, you spit it out of your mouth after swishing. You spit it out of your mouth. You must not swallow it, because what happens is that the coconut oil extracts toxins from the body. So if you swallow it, it's like you are giving back the toxins that have been extracted. You are giving it back to the body. So it's a futile exercise. So you swish it around your mouth with the clove, that's coconut oil and clove, and then you spit it out after 20 minutes. Lavender oil or oregano oil or myrrh oil, add it to your vegetable broth water and take it once daily. Now, like I said, your essential oils the usage must not span more than 10 days. It must not span more than 10 days, after which you should stop. 10 days and stop, but you can continue with the vegetable broth. Now, for people that have fungal infection, that have the fungal infection in the toe and in the toenails and fingernails, I would recommend you get tea tree oil. It is very, very good in dealing with fungal infection. Tea tree oil. So what you can do is, apart from the remedies that I have mentioned, get tea tree oil, add a drop or two into warm water, and soak your feet, the affected toenails or fingernails. Soak them in a bowl of warm water with a few drops of tea tree added to it. Soak your feet in it, soak your fingernails in it. It also helps to kill fungi. Now, tea tree cannot be taken internally, please. Tea tree cannot be taken internally. Tea tree is strictly for external usage. Tea tree oil cannot be orally taken. It is not it's not safe for the body. Just add to warm water, soak your fingernails in it or your toenails, whichever one is affected with the fungal infection, and you would see you will notice changes. So it is very important to eat healthy, eat organic foods. If you are struggling with candidiasis, you cannot afford to be taking MSG seasonings. No, you cannot afford to be taking sugar, alcohol, caffeine. No, there are no no's for you. So eating healthy, eating organic, eat lots of vegetables, kale, spinach, celery. These are very, very good vegetables for the body. So yes, I hope I've been able to teach you again one or two things today. I'm sure you've learned one or two things again, and how to use nature to deal with issues, to deal with health challenges, as it were. Thank you once again for joining this live video. I appreciate you guys. Have a lovely rest of the day. Have a lovely rest. Do have a lovely rest of the day. If you have questions that you would need me to answer, please slide into my DM. I'll be willing and glad to help out. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye.